Did you know that the average Social Security retirement income in 2021 is $1,544? It's not a lot of money. Welcome back to the Happy Truckers channel. My name is Mike, and today we are going to talk about 5 places that you can retire on a single Social Security income. And in fact, I'm actually going to give you 6. I'm going to give you a bonus at the end that might actually be my favorite place, but I'm going to give you a top 5 for sure. And here's a little interesting fact for you. Did you know that the average Social Security retirement income in 2021 is $1,544? It's not a lot of money. The average one-bedroom apartment in the entire U.S. is $1,098. So you're looking at about a $400 to $500 left over. That does not provide a lot of room for taxes, medicine, food, electricity, clothing, and just enjoying that part of your life when you've really worked your entire life to get there, and now you need some extra money to have a little fun, travel. So there are a lot of people, unfortunately, that find themselves in that position, and they've sort of settled on this fact that they're going to have to struggle. And some people have become okay with that, for lack of a better word. But there are a number of people, in fact, according to the State Department, around 9 million people that have said, you know, an alternative to that may be living outside of the U.S. Now, are there other reasons to live outside the U.S. other than just cost advantages? Of course. In fact, if you're in a higher tax bracket, then there are tax advantages for living outside the United States. Maybe you have family outside the United States. Or maybe, like me, you've lived all over the U.S. I've lived in, I don't even know, 5, 10 different cities, from Florida to Pennsylvania to California and places in between. Maybe you want just a change of pace and some adventure. That's okay too. But today we're going to talk about primarily the 5 locations where we think you can stretch your US dollar a lot further, live very comfortably, and they are safe and stable locations. That being said, let's get started. Number 1 is Cuenca, Ecuador. Now, Ecuador uses the US dollar, so you don't have to worry about a risk there as your dollar goes up and down compared to the local value. It's a long-established population for American expats. In fact, my daughter's father-in-law, who is from New Hampshire, has retired there with he and his wife. They love it there. In fact, I'm going to get him on the channel at some point and talk to him about it. But it's a great location. It's basically spring-like weather the entire year round. There's the beaches all the way up into the mountains, and you can live in a one-bedroom apartment for about $400 a month. I mean, a casual restaurant's going to cost you $3 a meal. It's a fantastic location, and if you're living in Cuenca, you can live there without a car. They have public transportation that will get you around. Cuenca is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So lots of things to do, a very inexpensive lifestyle, one that I definitely think you should check out for sure. Number 2 is Grenada, Nicaragua, a beautiful location. I have 2 really pretty large lakes there, so if that's part of your lifestyle is living near the water, you're definitely covered there. But so much biodiversity, lakes, rivers, volcanoes, mountains, rainforest. You kind of have everything there. The US dollar is accepted widely throughout the entire country, so you really have pretty easy use there. A one-bedroom apartment's going to cost you $400, $450 or so. Still obviously very affordable. I mean, $5 or so for a casual meal at a restaurant. I mean, you can buy a hacienda for around $100,000. So such a nice place. In fact, right now, the retirement requirement there for a visa is only an income of $750. So if you can show that you have $750 a month in income, that's what you need to qualify. And it's about a 2.5-hour flight from Miami. So you haven't traveled very far. You can easily get back to the United States, but you can live an incredibly comfortable lifestyle in a beautiful location. So again, Grenada, Nicaragua is a place I would definitely put on your list of places to explore. Hey, I wanted to take a moment to let you know about our 2 travel journals that are available right now on Amazon. There's lots of spaces in here for you to write down all the places you want to go, things to do when you get there, where you want to stay, how much money is it going to take. And again, there's a lot of note areas where you can write down all your experiences and your adventures so you can share these with your friends and your family when you return. I think you're going to love these books. They're available on Amazon right now. Pick yourself up a copy. Okay, number 3 is Chiang Mai, Thailand. Now, Chiang Mai, we've moved over to Asia this time. So unlike a lot of Asian cities that are hugely densely populated, Chiang Mai is not. Now, it's a big city. It's still around 1 million people there, but it's not as dense as, say, Tokyo, which people are living on top of each other, worse than New York City. It's a very clean, very orderly, traditional, but yet sprawling Asian city, and it's very safe. In fact, you're going to find that it's very safe there, and people are quite friendly. It's definitely on the list of my top places that I would like to retire. In fact, I did an interview with a friend of mine, Greg, from Florida, who took early retirement over there about 1.5 years or so ago. Loves it. His apartment is around $235, if I remember correctly. That's a 1-bedroom apartment in a condo with a pool and a gym and security. You can't go wrong. He spends about $1.80 or so on lunch. And if you love Thai food, well, this is a place to go, right? It's a wonderful location. Definitely a place that you want to check out. I think his overall income there is about $600 a month. And again, this is in Chiang Mai. There are places that are cheaper in Thailand, and some place like Bangkok is going to be more expensive. But Chiang Mai is really kind of the perfect location, and I urge you to check out the video. I'm going to post a link to it here and in the description below. But check out the video I did with Greg. I think you're going to find it really interesting, and it's going to really pique your interest as a place that you might want to explore for your retirement. Next on the list is Nha Trang, Vietnam. It's located on a beautiful bay down in the south central coast of Vietnam. It's really a biodiverse wonderland. If you're the type of retiree who's looking for that outdoorsy lifestyle, you really can't go wrong. I mean, lakes and streams and mountains, it really kind of has everything. English isn't very hard to find. There's about 4,000 or so expats that live there, and those include U.S., Canadians, some Europeans, Australians. So English is going to be not terribly hard to find there. It's extremely cheap. You're looking at $400 or so a month for a 1-bedroom apartment. Kind of sticking in that range, that $400 range. Again, leaves you quite a bit left over. $3 for a casual restaurant meal. It really just can't go wrong. It's a beautiful location, and it's a location that people are finding out about more and more. I urge you to check that one out as well. Next on our list is Corozal, Belize. Now, Corozal is kind of the great combination of a beach lifestyle and the very low cost of living. It's only 3.5 hours or so from the United States, so it's very easy to get to. It's an English-speaking country, so that's always a huge advantage. Obviously, it's learning another language is a little tricky, and some people find that a bit of a hesitation before they decide to move to a foreign country. Belize speaks English, so you can fit right in there pretty well. We're looking at $500-600 a month or so for an apartment. You can actually live right on the beach for $1,000 a month or so. Not a bad way to live your life. And you're only about 14 or 15 miles from Quintana Roo, Mexico, which is a pretty large area. So you would have access to a Sam's Club, Walmart's, all those sort of things that you would expect to have in the United States. It's right across the border of Mexico, which is very easy to get in and out of. So it's really actually a pretty hot location to go to. Here's one of the things. It's not on everyone's radar, so it's not going to get inundated with all the hordes of tourists. So that's kind of, I think, an advantage from a retirement. Now, maybe you want the hordes of tourists and you want that excitement, that vibe of constantly thousands of people wandering around. I'm not sure that's my favorite thing, but it's still going to be a great lifestyle for you. It's going to be well within that cost of living on a single Social Security, and you're going to be warm, which is a big advantage for half the country that is not warm for a lot of the year. So I would definitely check out Corozal, Belize. the last place I want to talk to you about is Merida, Mexico. That's my bonus pick for you. Mary Jane and I spent about a month down there checking it out. I think it's a great location. I think you're really going to like it. It's down on the Yucatan of Mexico, so it's on the Gulf of Mexico. It is a fantastic historical site. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. There are Mayan ruins. In fact, I'll post some of the videos to Uxmal, which is Mayan pyramids. There are cenotes, which are underground pools that are just beyond description how beautiful they are. It's an adventurous place. I loved it down there. Again, it's a pretty big place. It's about 1 million people, so you have everything. I mean, literally, we went to Walmart, we went to Costco. They have all these things there that you're familiar with, but it's very inexpensive to live there. You can get a 1-bedroom apartment for $450, $500. You can spend more, obviously, but that will actually get you a very nice, comfortable location. If you want to spend $600, $700, $800, you got a great place, a very nice place. And again, you've only spent half of what that Social Security check is going to cost you. So it's a great location, and a bonus for those of you that may be a bit concerned, it is the second safest large city in North America. Second safest large city in North America, behind Quebec. You have Quebec, and then you have Merida, Mexico. Again, for 1 million people, it is extremely safe. We never felt a moment of unease, and just loved it. So I'd urge you to check that out. Again, now it's in the Yucatan. It's a fantastic location, so check that out, Merida, Mexico. That's our bonus pick. Hey, I really hope you liked that video. Why not check out some of the other great videos on this channel? And in the meantime, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified every time we upload a new video. Thanks a lot, and keep on trekking.